And since we are talking about love is action, another way you can put your love to action is by starting an NGO if you can afford it. Why don't you look into your heart and find the burden that is in your heart? What is the burden that is in your heart? What do you have burden for? Maybe you have burden for women. Start an NGO. If you need to do a women ministry in your community or your country where you are, start an NGO that's a platform for yourself and begin to look for where you can find those people and begin to do something that you can do for them, or you can teach them, or you can, so there are different ways that you could put action to the love that is in your heart. If you maybe have a burden for the church, for the body of Christ, for example, and you say, oh, I have been delivered on this platform, or how can I give back? The best way for you to give back is to now reach out, find a way to reach out to the same people who used to be in the same state of mind that where you used to be, who used to be under the same deception, who used to go to church and be deceived and were under the slavery of these pastors, just like you were before. So find a way, maybe through live broadcast as well. Maybe you will just take any of my books. Maybe you read one of these books and you are blessed. Why don't you do a book review? Why don't you start a program by reviewing a book on live broadcast? Or you don't need to even do live broadcast. Maybe you want to do home group, Bible study in your house. Or you can just make announcements and put advertisements out there in your community or on Facebook or anywhere and say, I want to be talking, I was blessed by, I want to be talking, I want us to study this book. This book is about, for example, who am I? If you want to know who you are, please come. We'll be studying it together every week or something. Maybe online even, or maybe on telephone. Maybe not even physically in your house. You could even gather people on Facebook and people will get connected to you on phone or on Facebook or something. Or you could form a group on WhatsApp. So you could start a group on WhatsApp and say, okay, on WhatsApp, we'll be meeting every week or every day, and we'll be studying one of DSA's books. And you could start a home group that way. Everybody can have a home group through Facebook or through WhatsApp or through one of these, social media that you have. So just put action to all the things you've been learning. Put action to the love that is in your heart. God has blessed you with some blessings, with some knowledge, with some love, with some faith, with some revelation, with deliverance, with some happiness, with some joy. All these things that you have been receiving while you have been listening on this platform, why don't you put action behind it? If you've been listening to the messages, to the testimonies of people from Kyiv, Ukraine, there are testimonials when you go to my YouTube page. You could see different testimonies. You go and listen. Please take your time to listen to the Ukrainian testimonies. You will see that all of them are aggressively giving back. So Christianity is about giving back. We don't just receive. It is actually more blessed for you to give back, to give than to receive. So measure your life by your giving. Measure your life by your giving. And your giving doesn't just have to be in cash. Your giving could be in just reaching out. Your giving could be in sharing what you know. Your giving could be in reaching out by consulting. You could maybe you've got some knowledge now. So a lot of people need help there. Maybe you can be doing consultation by live broadcast, Facebook, or consultation by WhatsApp, or do consultation to people in that particular area where you have burden for, or where you think you are most skilled in. There are a lot of people right now who are doing their own live broadcast just because they have been on this platform, and God is blessing them. People like Anastasia McDonald, she's been absent for some time now because she lost her mom. So she's not been, but if you look at someone like Ayo Akerele, he's been doing a great job as well. And Pastor Nero has been, I think I've seen him a few times. Someone like Anu has been doing a good job. Victor has been doing, so a lot of people have been doing, people like Doris Ngere, people like, I think Ogene Tega used to do. I don't know if she's back. I think she disappeared for some time now. But Ogene Tega used to do live broadcast, and yeah. So people like that, they are reaching out. Even if it is one person or two person in the beginning, don't worry. But you do your own work. Make sure you invite people. Make sure you awaken the interest of people. Make sure you invite them individually. Make sure you share with them. Do something to give back. That's what you must do. Or maybe you even say, I cannot do much, I'm too busy. Maybe you are too busy, maybe you are working, maybe you don't have the time, maybe you cannot even speak. Okay, don't worry. Why don't you make it a point of duty to just be sharing what you have learned? You know, I know some people who just go to YouTube or Facebook and just take a link of any message they like and just post it every day. You know, maybe 4, 5, 6 videos, and just post them and write something. You must watch this, or this is good for you. You know, even by doing that, it's as good as you, you are doing something. Always look for action. What action can you put into whatever blessing God is giving you? What action can you back it up? What can you use to back up whatever God is giving you? You know, when I was 22 years old, I made a decision for myself that I will never receive something from anybody without finding a way to give back. It might not even be to that person, but anything that I receive, it will never become a pound in my life. Or is it a pound you call it? Huh? Pound. Yeah, a pound. It will never become a pound in my hand, in my life. So, what is that? Stagnant water. It will never become a stagnant water in my life. Anything that comes to my life, I will find a way of giving back. Not necessarily to the person who gave me. For example, you are receiving from me now. You don't need to give back to me, because if you give it back to me, it means you might want to look for favor or something. No, go and look for somebody that you could also bless. But never become a stagnant water, because it is much more blessed for you. It is what you have received is the blessing, but that is even less than when you begin to give it out further. It is when you begin to give out further, that is when real blessing will come to you. What are the other ways that you could